This is intended to be a quick video on how to use your graphing calculator to have it find linear regression or the line of best fit. First, you want to read the question very carefully, maybe once or twice. On your graphing calculator, I want you to press y equals in the top left corner. If there are any formulas in these values, like let's say there was a formula here, you're going to want to clear them out. You go to the one that has a formula, push the clear button on the far right under the arrows, and then the formula should disappear. So check and make sure that all of these are clear. If they're not, push clear, and then it should disappear. You want to turn on one of your scatter plots. I always do the first one. Right now, my scatter plot number 1 is turned on. If you arrow up and sit over it and press enter, you toggle from on to off. Now it's turned off. I want it turned on, so I'm going to go back up, press enter, and when I come down or go to the right, you'll see it's highlighted or turned back on. If plot 2 or plot 3 are turned on, you would want to go up, go to which one is turned on, push enter, and then move off of it to make sure it's not highlighted. After just the first plot is turned on, the next thing we're going to do is enter the numbers into our list in the calculator. Push your stat button. We want to edit the list, so you push 1 or press enter. If there's any information in the list already, we need to clear them. So I'm going to go all the way up until the L2 or L1 is highlighted, push clear, and then come down or press enter, and those numbers will disappear. Do that for all the lists that have any numbers in them. So this one has numbers, so I'm going to go all the way up to the top, push clear, and come on back down to see that they're gone. We want to enter in list 1 the x values from the problem. This problem has 0 through 3. So type 0, enter, 1, enter, 2, enter. You could also do the number and press the down arrow if you like that better. Move 1 over to list 2 and put the corresponding number. Next to 0, I need 11. I need 1112. 1112. Press down or enter. And next to the 1, make sure next to the 1, we have 1081. And enter or down, 1116, enter 1159. Double check that the numbers are typed in correctly. If you see a mistake, go to the mistake, type what is supposed to be there, and then bring it down one more time to make sure you see the correct number in there. Next, the calculator is going to find us the linear regression or line of best fit. To get it to do that, you push the stat button right here. I need to go to the calc menu, which is 1 over to the right, so use your right arrow. And then the fourth one down offers linear regression, so you can push the number 4. If your calculator just says linear regression at the top and does not have this list, then it's okay to just press enter and you'll get your line of best fit. If you have the more updated calculator, you need to double check that it says L1. If it does not, push the second 1, move down, double check that says L2, or push second 2, move down. Go ahead and go all the way down to the bottom, and when it's hovering over calculate or highlighted, push enter, and this is actually your answer to the linear regression. So you're going to type y equal 17.6. Sorry, that's a 7. Let's see if I can do better. Y equal 17.6. You have to type your x behind the a number. Then type your y-intercept number. So that's a positive, so we'll do plus 1096.6. Double check in the reading what they wanted you to round to. This says nearest hundredth, which really means 2 places behind the decimal. Since neither of these had a second or a third, then this is the most accurate we can do. Next, I'm going to use this formula that I wrote to answer one of the questions. They're telling me to estimate the year, so estimate the X value, if they tell me the number of cases is 1,344. Notice the number of cases is the thing that we put in the Y values. So you're going to use this 1344 as a Y value. Equal. Now I have to solve this equation in order to get towards my answer, and I think there's one more step after that. So subtracting 1,096.6 off both sides. Now I would like to use my calculator to do this math work, but right now it's in a fun feature. So to get it out of that feature, you're going to push second and the button right next to it to quit. Then it becomes your functional calculator again. And type in minus 1096.6. Now we're going to divide both sides of our equation by 17.6. Leave the number from before in your calculator. Just push divide and push 17.6. The answer is 14.0568. And here's where we're going to round, and we might have one more step to do. In order to round to the nearest tenth, you need to make sure to look for the number 2 decimal places behind. If that number is 5 or above, we give this one a shove. So we're going to make that into 14.1. So 14.1 is estimate the calendar year. Okay, so 14.1 does fit nicely down here. After a couple steps, we would get to 14 or 14.1. However, that's not a calendar year. So what we need to do last is notice that they started keeping track, number of years since 2007. This one right here, it says also right there, this one right here is 2007. So 14.1 years later. So 2007, 14 years later is going to be 2021.1. Be careful that if they need you to round the final answer to the nearest calendar year, estimate the calendar year in which the number of the new cases would reach 1340, that we'd put 2021.